This is Michael Kowalski, writer and performer of Mothman, True Story, and you are listening to the Unbelievers Podcast. I know you wouldn't like it.
There were several groups. One of the principal ones was the reptilians from the Orion complex.
Without any exaggeration, it was like being on fire inside.
Rats were eating you up inside.
This stuff was in my mouth. It felt like it was 500 degrees. It was unbelievably hot.
My first question would be, were you a member of the Church of Satan, a card-carrying member of the Church of Satan? I don't understand.
There's always an argument for everything. You know, just because somebody can fake something doesn't necessarily mean it's
War and we found a life form. And that's when I started shitting my pants.
So for the person who called, I am carrying an alien.
An alien baby. We covered right here, okay?
Okay.
Something is happening. What is it? That's the question. So do UFOs exist? It depends on what you mean exist.
Over the years, the Unbelievers have unlearned about many stories in the paranormal field that some may consider to be sexy. Kyle Odom and the Martians, the Stanley Hotel butt grabber, Mel's Gaping Hole, even Elizabeth Clara. As you will find out, though, there's all types of supernatural hanky-panky going on, and it must be discussed. Tonight, the Unbelievers Podcast celebrates 69 episodes with some of the dirtiest stories we could dredge up from under the barrel of the bizarre, as we welcome back 3 familiar voices from the past for a reunion of unbelievable proportions. So join us now for an evening of alluring alien lovers, geeky ghost simps, and sensual tales of cryptid anatomy with 3 of our favorite co-hosts ever. It's Sexy Supernatural, right here on the program, where you continue to learn to unlearn everything you know. Hello and welcome to the Unbelievers Podcast. I'm your host, Rus Ryan, and joining me tonight is my co-host, Drea Mora. Hello, Drea.
Hi.
And our 3 special co-hosts from New York City. We got Phoebe Tyers.
What's up?
Kevin Cobbs.
What's going on?
And Sebastian Connelli.
Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing?
Hey.
Oh, my God. And, of course, Rob Okey, our soundboard engineer. Hello, Rob.
Oh.
What's up, guys?
Hell yeah.
Right. Well, here
Oh,
we are.
man.
We got all
And
you
the
guys back.
cactus.
Phoebe, I'll ask you first. How have you been so far during all this?
I mean, every day's a new. Every day's the same day and a new day. I don't know. It's been so up and down in terms of just like, I think I don't have it, or I definitely have it, or I had it, or the world's never going to be the same, or like the world's definitely going to be the same. And I'm fine. I'm not anxious, or I'm really, really anxious. Like, it's just been awful. It's been awful, but I'm like also having a great time.
Okay. Well, hopefully you can have a good time tonight. We are so happy to have you here. And how about you, Kevin Cobbs? What's going on?
Dude, I mean, I'll echo everything Phoebe said, and then I'll also say I'm actually staying in Manhattan. You can see a little bit of Manhattan behind me there.
A sliver of Manhattan.
It's beautiful. It looks beautiful.
Oh, shit. And I just put my computer down on a keyboard that is apparently on. I didn't know that. No, I'm good. I've just been playing video games, cooking a lot, and drinking a lot. Because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, you can follow.
Nothing matters.
I feel like I know that. All you have to do is listen to Sports
matters.
Lords. Just listen to Sports Lords and go follow Sports Lords on Twitch, and you can follow all of Kevin's. I don't know.
You literally,
he won the World Series. Both of them.
I won the World Series with the Brewers. Thank you for
congratulations.
mentioning that. Thank you. Yeah.
Of course. And Sebastian Connelli. How's it going, man?
What's up? How's it going? I don't know. What do you want me to say? Everyone knows. Shit, bro. You know, like, I'm home. What are you going to do? You know what? I'm just trying to get out of bed by 10 o'clock. That's my new thing. I don't got no fucking job right now.
I'm just glad to wake up before the sun goes down these days, honestly. I'm depressed as fuck. No, it's fine.
It's impossible to go to bed, and then it's impossible to wake up.
You know what I seen? I seen that there's this show, the Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh yeah. I saw the first episode.
Oh
yeah.
Is it good?
It is. It's really, as far as those shows go, it's got people that are slightly more credible and less, I don't know, they just seem less shitty. So it's really not bad as far as that goes.
Interesting. I've seen it, and I have no one in my life that I could ask, have you seen the show? And I feel like a fucking fool.
Well, hey. Well, all right. We got it.
I'm back.
If you're back, yeah, well, there you go. When we do Skinwalker Ranch, Sebastian Connelli returns. Again, they got nothing to do. This is great. We finally nailed everybody down. It's going to be awesome.
To be honest, man, I had nothing to do before. Now, nobody has anything to do.
All right.
So, yeah, now
let's get into it.
Thing.
We do have one thing to do tonight, and let's get into the episode. So let's get into it now. Episode 69, Sexy Paranormal Stuff. The 90s, a little Luscious Jackson getting in my DJ mode. Alien Lover, it has something to do with it.
Very nice.
So look, it is a total honor to have all of you here. And, of course, you guys have all appeared on the show previously, but having you together like this is very special to us and the listeners, especially nice that it's 69. So in this very special episode 69 reunion episode, this is going to be a really horny one. This is sexy paranormal talk. You guys getting excited over there?
Oh,
yeah, dude.
I'm hard as a rock.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And I slammed a bunch of blue chews right before I came here, so I'm ready to fucking go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we get the ad in already. It's seamless.
Dude, 69ing is easily... 69ing is easily the sexiest thing, too. I mean, my fantasies are always about my crotch and someone's fucking face.
You know what?
And just the visual looking down.
My face.
It's you never do two things at once unless it's oral. Then you do.
Yeah, man, it's just hot, like
it's just fucking hot. Yes, I love that.
All right, we're getting started early. So a little more foreplay here before we get into it, because we're going to revisit something that is very special from the Unbelievable podcast. It's one of the strangest and horniest guys in the paranormal world. That's David Huggins, the man who made Whoopi to Aliens. You guys remember David Huggins?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I hate David Huggins.
What?
Okay. I shouldn't go so far, but that guy's a creep, dude. Imagine if he was like 31.
This is one of the large women, and I had sex with this woman.
No, dude. All of his aliens look like Cher.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I know it's time for a David Huggins update, and I honestly feel like he never really went away on this show. He gets brought up so much in the poll results. It feels like every episode we got to hear one of those clips that Rob plays. And
we went to this room. There was this bowl on this table, and I was supposed to ejaculate into the bowl.
Yes, that one. Of course.
You guys remember the fucking old dude who's ejaculating into the bowl? Like that's.
How could anybody forget
Besides that documentary, Love and Saucers, that you guys covered, there is not a lot of David Huggins stuff out there. But there is just one thing. Mr. Huggins was a guest on a show called Danny's House with host Danny Brown and guest Ron Funches. So Danny Brown and Ron Funches, they were lucky enough to get the Huggins in person. And they came out of the gate swinging with the right questions.
So what's up, man? I guess the first question I want to ask you, why you
It was nice.
Did they run game on you, like whisper sweet nothings in your ear? Like, what made you take that step?
My first time I lived on a farm, and one morning I was going down to Altoona Lake, but it was a hot day, so I was going to go through the woods.
Oh. Yeah, okay, we know the story. He drones on like that for a while. We know the story, but I like that they're coming out of the gate and they're just like, what was it like? And play soundboard one?
It was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. See, now we have a nice clip. He's not talking about doing things to bowls.
That's true. I'm surprised, honestly, that he can say anything that's that tame. It was nice. He didn't go into any more detail.
Yeah.
Like, thank God.
Oh, well. They're going to egg him on a little. We're going to get back to the Huggins. Because now he's going
sometimes it's just nice, you know? Like,
that was
you
nice.
ever
what?
get fucked and it's just nice.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was nice.
Maybe you had a big lunch and you never feel like talking about your fucks after you have a big
Yeah.
He's fresh off a fucking hero and a pasta. You can't fucking... I could have the best sex of my life. If I just ate a hero sandwich and a pasta and someone goes, how was your sex? I'll go, it was good.
Nice. He's on a TV show. He hasn't done a lot of these. He doesn't know catering and all that stuff. He probably was like, this is an old man with dentures. So now let's get back to Huggins because he's going to get to the good part.
Ooh.
The woman gets on top of me. She has her way with me. I'm looking at her body. I'm looking at her eyes, and then I faint or pass out or something. But I woke up, and she was gone. And I pulled my pants up and everything, and I got out of there.
You would be good at writing erotic novels, or at least putting them on tape, because your voice is good for this as well. It sounds scary, but it also sounds very appealing in some ways.
It was appealing in some ways.
I don't know if he's referred to his voice of the alien there, but yeah, that's the nicest thing you could say in that situation is, you know what? You got a really nice voice. Can we change the subject of this completely?
That's why I love Rob Punches.
Yeah, that guy, he should read erotic fiction for audiobooks. And I pulled my pants up because I was covered in jizz. And then I was done fucking the alien over there.
You have to watch Love and Saucers, his documentary, because the whole thing is him like reading his own story. So it's kind of like hearing an audiobook, him doing an audiobook.
He's harsh, though.
Very disturbing.
So that is essentially
agree with
a
Ron
giant erotic
Funches.
novel.
Because that guy's teeth are always falling out of his mouth. He's the wettest mouth ever. I could not listen to David Huggins for more than 30 seconds
it's like
sometimes.
a child story, but with adult. He's very uncomfortable. She got on top of me, and I looked at her body. I was just like, ew, dude.
Yeah, he's got, I guess, a nicer voice than his word choice. I looked at her body.
But after they get to the sex, after the sex, of course, naturally comes the babies. Huggins' other favorite thing. Huggins
he has
many,
hundreds of kids, and
oh yes, and he's going to get into that and that alien lover Crescent, the Sherwig. You remember her? Let's hear about alien babies and Crescent.
And there were babies, 50 or 60 at the least.
Okay, so like a litter.
Yeah, and I'm going like, whoa, whose babies are these? And he points to me. It was weird.
Wow.
I didn't know what to expect.
How did the babies look? Did they look like you?
This is a woman with the baby, and I'm reaching over and I'm touching the baby.
I guess she was very attractive.
I don't know, I wouldn't have hit that.
No, I would have. She kind of got a Janet from Three's Company type of look.
Yeah, there's a little Janet right there, though.
All right, he always mentions that touching, but I never thought about that. She does look like kind of like Janice DeWitt from Three's Company.
It's a great example, and he's definitely the dude in Three's Company. I mean, it just all makes so much sense. One guy fuzzing with so many aliens
in the corner.
He's more of the Don Knotts in
Furley.
Three's Company. Yeah.
It's R.I.P. Don Knotts and John Ritter.
And both
Norman
legends. Yeah, everyone in that show.
Everyone except the ladies. They're no longer with us. But we got some updated sound clips. Play 2 and 3, Rob.
Whoa, whose babies are these? And I'm reaching over and I'm touching the baby. And
you say it like that. I'm touching the baby. Like, oh, good. Yeah.
There's so many clips of this man talking about touching babies. He belongs in jail, I think, at this point. He should not be still doing shows.
No, for some reason we just think it's cute that this guy fingers all these babies.
Well, they're his kids. He's allowed to, right?
I guess so. That's true.
That's the law.
That's the law here. The world ended, you guys.
Question, though. That
they're reacting to it. They're reacting to those paintings, those just really, really obscene paintings of the naked crescents all over him, all the aliens everywhere. Very disturbing. I think that's what his whole angle is. I think a lot of abductees just don't have great paintings to go. But they ask him what it's like getting busy with those aliens, and he shows him one of those amazing paintings, and it's one of the more graphic ones too. And here's their reaction.
They got titties?
Yeah.
The Grays was watching?
Some of them, yes.
Is this like some freaky swinger party?
No.
You was like a sex slave.
No, I don't consider myself a sex slave.
You was down with it.
I was down with it.
You a freak,
Boy,
man.
I see the look at him. Yeah, I will. Yeah, why not? Why not? Looks like a fun time.
Yo, dude, he was right.
And Seb saying how chill he was, he's just like, yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that alien.
I was down with it, in fact.
So there is one more thing in this little David Huggins update before we move on. Now, Phoebe, Seb, and Kevin, you guys are all in the entertainment business. And as entertainers, I'm sure it's very important to not have the same name as another famous or well-known person. Phoebe, I remember you once said that you looked and there was one other person on the world named Phoebe Tyers, so you kind of had laid claim to it. And,
yeah, I don't think there's anybody named Phoebe Tyers.
Yeah, so you're kind of safe. And I only bring this up because David Huggins, that alien boy toy, that is not the only famous David Huggins out there. Unfortunately, there is a famous singer from Trinidad and Tobago, and you got to imagine, it's going to be really frustrating for people to look you up. You're a singer in Trinidad, and the first thing they see is a bunch of naked alien paintings credited to you. So I feel terrible for this guy.
That's happened to me when I type in my name, like my full first name and my last name. Oh God, nobody do this, please. Don't look it up. There's a bunch of really weird Photoshop erotica paintings, and I don't know. I really hope that they're gone by now. But this was, it's terrible.
Weird. Well, I want to show. I feel bad for this guy. So let's show this other David Huggins some love, and also this other David Huggins. He lost a leg recently to diabetes, and
man,
I know. And he's got a guy with the same name in America who's doing every alien.
So
here he is. Here is David Huggins. Here's David Huggins.
The detail we didn't need. We didn't need the detail. The poor guy. And you go, by the way, not only is he the second best David Huggins, but also dude doesn't even have a leg. Thank you, Russ. That was good in journalism. That's good work.
You done good.
Look, I got integrity, and I want this guy to get his moment in the sun. So here he is from a few months ago. Here he is singing a really weird Christmas song I've never heard of.
I am going to do a cover of Lennox Gray's classic Around My Christmas Tree.
Ooh, and we have our Christmas tree
well,
right
that's
there.
right. Well,
yeah,
that'll be next to the Christmas tree. Laughing children tug at Mr. Santa. Teddy bears and dollies saying mama. And the fragrance of blackwood cake and red wine will toast to a special friend of mine. His name is Jesus. Come, little children.
There's that's the other David Huggins out there singing this Christmas
His
song.
name is Jesus. I like that. I like that Jesus part.
That's cool about that song is that it's got, I think, 7 different rhythms in that 1 second clip.
A lot of different imagery. It's tugging at the legs of Santa.
I vibe with it because you guys know I'm from the islands. Did you know that?
Oh, you are?
No, I'm not.
What the hell?
Just joshing.
He mentions fruitcakes. It's got that weird synth intro where it sounds like a John Carpenter movie starting, and that he's rolling up to a Christmas tree. But before we go on, he's got one more song though. All right, and this one's real catchy. I'm gonna play the beginning because this might be my favorite new Christmas song.
Merry Christmas, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Above my lips, past my gums. Look out, stomach. Here it comes. This Christmas, all I want to drink is a rum, 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 rum. Let me hear rum, 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 rum. Rum, 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 rum. Rum, 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 rum.
Yeah, that is some catchy stuff. That's a new Christmas classic right there.
Yeah,
that's great.
That reminds me of Christmas.
Yes, dude.
I think Christmas. I think rum, Rum,
Yeah,
rum.
That just kicked Jingle Bells out of the water, man. Yeah, I'm just going to be singing rum, 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 rum instead of Jingle All the Way.
I was getting nervous when he was talking about running past his teeth and gums. I was very concerned about. Then watch out, stomach. Here it comes. I was like, what? Oh, hold on a second. I don't think I'm ready for this.
Yeah,
but it's rum.
The song is written to his own stomach. It's a unique Christmas song.
Just rum.
I don't know why Rob plays soundboard 4. I don't know why we need this, but I might need some
rum, 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 rum.
Can we go out on that song? That would be.
It's great.
Yeah, on a Congo line, like the final show, we just say goodbye. And long Congo line.
Oh, well, I meant out on this episode, but sure, why not?
Too. David Huggins, man.
Whenever quarantine is over, that's going to be the montage of my time in quarantine. Is going to be that song, and just me like in an apartment.
Is that been your go-to for this whole quarantine? Just rum, mostly on vodka and whiskey.
2,000 downloads, mate, and it's like whoa. I hope go support him. It's easy to remember his name. His name is David Huggins. Look up David Huggins Rum, and there's another weird name coincidence. I found down this weird name hole because this band, the band that he releases albums under, is called Okey. Okee, like you, Rob.
What?
Yeah.
Okey.
Okay. Yeah, why does your name keep coming up on this stuff, Rob? There's already
weird.
And the weird thing is, think about it. This is not even the only singer who shares a name with a famous guy from Unbelievable Podcast, an alien guy. Remember the guy who sang the Puppy song? That guy's name was Phil Schneider. It was what's up with singers being. I clipped play clip 7. Let's hear the Phil Schneider song. This is not the guy who got his dick split in half by an alien.
So I walked all over, and this is what I said to her. You got a nice pair of puppies, I bet it's fun to play with them. I like the way they jump up and down, they're so soft, smooth and round. Little nose sticking out of their face, they wiggle and jiggle, pop all over the place.
All right, this is the guy who should be named David Huggins. He's like this horny.
I would love it if somebody said that to me.
You got a nice pair of puppies.
If someone said that to me, I wouldn't be mad. Even if it was a random stranger on the street. I would just be excited that someone called my kids puppies. No, dude. Honestly, if I would laugh first, or I would laugh more than be mad. If someone was like, "Yeah, nice puppies,"
you would laugh.
I'd be like mad, but kind of.
Be like, you're goddamn right.
Just kind of shocked that someone said puppies.
Is this the Impractical Jokers?
Well, I probably wouldn't say that. I don't have that confidence.
Yeah.
If someone called my kids puppies, I would be pissed, bro.
That's
if someone came up to me and said, "Hey, Seb, look at those puppies," I would be so fucking peeved.
Seb, nice puppies, boy. Okay.
Oh, man.
And as I said, we're in this weird name wormhole. That's Phil Schneider, not the other Phil Schneider. David Huggins is also making songs. So continuing with this theme of same name alien hornballs, Sebastian, you know the actress Brigitte Nielsen, right?
Yeah, I know.
We know her, model, actress. She was
I think Kevin knows who she is.
We both do, but I'll let Seb take this.
I'm glad Seb did. And I'm sure you're aware she was Flavor Flav's girlfriend at one point.
I was going to say she was from the VH1 show.
Yeah, Flavor of Love. But no, we're not talking about that one because this is another weird same-name alien coincidence. This is a much younger woman, and let's hear her introduction from YouTube.
Hi, I'm Bridget Nielsen, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm an intuitive and artist, eco-adventurer, healthy chef, international speaker, author, blah, blah, blah. Really what matters is that I'm a person just like you, and I'm navigating these waters of spiritual awakening, of Earth right now, of how to bring my gifts to the world, and I share videos every weekend on all different kinds of topics, spiritual, healthy lifestyle, extraterrestrial, all kinds of things.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the introduction. Yeah, she does it everything. Healthy chef, threw in a little aliens there, yoga. I don't really know what's going on there.
No, neither does she. She doesn't have to. She doesn't have to really be good at any of it. She can just be like, today is a sunset day, and so I'm going to talk to my alien friends, and you should hug each other, and then like, boom, 7,000 followers.
Everybody applauses.
Oh yeah, and that intro is really confusing because to most of the world, she is known as Brigitte Nielsen, Galactic Ambassador, and she has also explained alien hybridization in full. Nielsen and her other followers firmly believe that aliens with the name of Greys are a future version of ourselves, and they reproduce with humans so as to avoid becoming extinct. And according to Nielsen and other followers, the Greys destroyed their own planet, and thanks to GMO foods, they are researching the point where they cannot reproduce. And Nielsen said that in a way, they came up with a solution that was very clever as they were going back to the version of us before everything got messed up. So this woman believes that time-traveling aliens are having children with her.
Because she's special.
Wait, has she had any babies?
Yes, she believes that this program is responsible for her having 10 alien hybrid children via dream state while on an alien craft.
Oh,
she also says
these children aren't here on Earth. They're
no.
out there.
But she also said that her name is Bridge-ET. That is 100% fact.
I'm sorry. What a jerk.
Dude,
that's worse than
she might be right. You know, she might be right. It's this woman and David Huggins who are populating the universe, and we just have to accept it.
These are the genes that the future is going to accept. She's just like David Huggins, except she is a young, attractive female. She even has art about the little babies, just like he does, but it's not dirty. So she is almost a family-friendly David Huggins.
Absolutely, definitely.
Brigitte Nielsen. We got the name and everything.
Even just from that video, it's very like, grounded in spirituality, and then at the very end she's like, oh yeah, and also extraterrestrials. She just like slips it in there.
See, that video is from recently. She hit the scene in 2013, and she's known for those alien baby claims. Now she's like, no, guys, we're just gonna yoga, maybe think about the alien babies, then we're gonna go and climb a tree. I don't know. She does a lot of stuff.
You know why? I'll tell you why, Russ. Because being a mother doesn't define who you are.
Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen.
Is being a mother doesn't define who you are. Mother's Day just passed, but that's just a part of their life. We were celebrating that day. Just like it's part of her life is having alien babies all over the world, galaxy. Okay.
No, what I think it is.
No, Phoebe, let me mansplain what it is.
Yo, Phoebe, let
me tell you. No, what I think it is that she draws you in with her yoga and then her cool recipes. And so you're like, I really like how she makes me bend, and I really like her clam recipe. I think she definitely is an alien and having sex with alien. I think that's how she draws you in. So you can't jump to the alien shit.
Phoebe, what do people say after the yoga class? They go, wow, we got a lot of good bends in. That was a good bend today.
I don't know.
Oh, that wasn't a good bend. I do hop bends.
I don't do yoga, okay? I know maybe it seems like I should, and I think everyone should. It's good for you. But there's too much culty shit around it, and the people always look like they're trying to, like, finger a butt, and I'm just not into yoga people.
Yeah, I'm
not into yoga people.
The main yoga network turned into a cosmic disclosure thing. So I don't know this, and she does yoga stuff too. But I found an interview with her all about the alien hybrid baby business. And this dude, he's going to ask some good questions about the subject of consent in alien love.
Wow. So, isn't that like kind of a bit non-consensual?
It is in like a human way, from a human perspective it is. Yeah. But the thing that's interesting is taking it a step further with the ETs is they're actually from another perspective us. So if you heard of other incarnations.
Oh, okay. Could you explain on that a bit further?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not explaining this well. She's kind of saying
she sucks, dude. Is
she basically saying like, no, they're us. So yes, we did agree to this. Of course we did.
So it's like spiritual masturbation.
It's spiritual Stockholm
No,
syndrome.
I think she's
You
saying
said that better. You guys are saying it all better than.
Well, we're saying everything better than her. I have something that says soundboard bonus. She can barely say the word human. Let's hear this.
In like a human way?
Human way?
Dude, she's gurgling some cum in her mouth.
Whoa! Be nice. Get her at her, bro.
I am sorry I said that. You can edit that.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, we're not. We're going to leave that in.
Oh, man. It's too mean. It's too mean. She's a lovely young woman.
That was vintage Phoebe. We got to keep that.
Look, she's
Sorry. It's not up to you. You gave your consent.
Look, well, let's see if she can clear it up. Let's figure out this whole consensual thing. How is any of this alien stuff consensual, Bridget?
So they're actually us. So it is consensual in the way that it is another version of us coming back to us to not only like help, themselves, but to help us. So on the ships, they're actually teaching us about how we can awaken, how we can, change our world and do better things with humanity.
Stop changing the subject. She's saying that just because they're our ancestors, it's okay for them to come back and molest us. She just gave them
It is us.
She's like, when my uncle sneaks into my room and has sex with me, it's fine because he's me later.
He's not only helping himself, he's helping us. Helping himself is the most disgusting way to phrase that. That's what you do with seconds. That's what you do if someone's got like blankets and it's cold in the living room. You help yourself to a blanket.
You help yourself to an orgasm and babies. Yeah.
So I don't want to get fucked by myself. Like, that would still be rape,
You know what would have been a better
answer? I don't want to get fucked by myself because I fucking date up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I think the better answer for her, as far as alien consent, she should have just said, "Yeah, I told him it's fine. I gave him consent." Like we can't, but prove that's not. You didn't say it's fine.
I know.
Would have been a lot easier.
Why couldn't she? She can't say it.
Like she's like justifying it as if it's real. I mean, maybe it must be real.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the easiest
Stockholm
thing.
syndrome. Like she was traumatized, but she's like, no, it's fine, and here's why. I've got a list of 10 reasons.
You're
why.
absolutely right. She's actually traumatized because I do think she would just say, "Oh yeah, I'm into it. I told him I'm into it. I pray for it to happen. I can't wait for it to happen."
To be honest,
I have a gag in my mouth and I can't really talk, but
this statement is the most real shit she could have said. This statement is actually the most real thing about an alien abduction that she could have said because it feels like someone that actually went through it. I'm scared.
Now we just proved it. Oh, great. We got to take all that stuff about our gargling jizz off earlier. Shit.
No, keep the jizz. The jizz is
all
fine.
right,
People like the jizz.
Don't worry.
Play that clip again, Rob. Make us feel better.
In like a human way?
Okay, there we go. But
don't worry, Seb.
It was that alien consent video. That is what put her on the map. And since then, she really started just building a brand for herself on YouTube. She kind of abandoned those alien birthing roots. She doesn't embrace it like David Huggins or the others, which, I don't know, it's probably, like we said, it's probably a good idea because she's bringing in a lot of people. And she does bring up the aliens occasionally, though, because I found a great video from recently titled 3 Stages of Extraterrestrial Contact Starseed Mission. Man, I almost forgot about Starseed. Why'd he have to come into this?
There's a starseed.
Well, it's alien contact time. Let's do it. What's stage 1 of extraterrestrial contact starseed mission?
A lot of you guys have been wanting more extraterrestrial videos, and this will explain why I haven't been doing them. Alrighty? So let's dive into it. So stage 1 is personal exploration. Okay, so it's the finding of how we relate to extraterrestrials and what experiences we've had with them. So this is the stage where you are maybe doing regressions and you're figuring out and remembering all the things that have been blocked, by the negative agenda and the positive. It's looking at our other lives in the cosmos, figuring out who your galactic counterparts are, figuring out your genetic origins, like are you Pleiadian, are you Syrian, figuring out your particular essence.
All right, so wait, we can pick whatever we want. Like, could we pick Chewbacca?
Fuck yeah, dude. You would want to be a Chewbacca.
I got my 23andMe back, and I'm 30% Pleiadian. So
yeah, that's
good
not
for
bad.
you, Sam. I
Can
mean,
you believe I was that close to a rat? Have you ever seen Chewbacca?
Yeah, that would be my first question. This question she brings up, this is going to haunt me. Play soundboard 5.
Are you Pleiadian? Are you Syrian?
Are you being Syrian?
Syrian. Maybe you're Syrian. Yeah, what was the rest of your percentages, Kevin?
Jesus.
It's Pleiadian, Syrian, and
Irish.
Irish, yeah.
I think I saw
That's a
that
good
on
combo.
the census recently. It says on the top, it's like, are you Pleiadian?
Ewok.
Yes or no?
I can't even remember. I'm Syrian.
I know this isn't related to what we're talking about, but you bring up the census. I saw a commercial today, and it was like a New York City young couple, and they're like, they said something like, yo, we vibe with the census, yo. They're trying to get people to fill out the census, and it's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's like, just look at my taxes.
I don't see Zeta Reticula. I don't see Pleiadia. What kind of census is this?
I'm gonna do the census. I vibe. So like, Kev, I think that sounds.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe we should all vibe.
And now I'm vibing with census. Like, it didn't make sense to me before.
But now it makes a
didn't
lot
make
more
sense to you
sense.
before?
Damn it, same joke, Rob.
God
It
damn
makes sense.
Yo, the census is lit. So,
Yo, I fucks with the census,
hit the
yo.
census up.
I mean, that's becoming a native ad for the
lit,
census.
dude.
Yeah, organic advertising right here.
Slay.
Grassroots.
Look, we can't worry about that. We're on. We got 3 stages of extraterrestrial contact. That was just one.
Yeah.
So we're
Right,
going to get to
right.
the second stage, and that is being versus choosing. And look, I got to say, I got lost right away. So part 2 is being versus choosing. I got lost because she starts off saying stuff like this again.
And when we realize this, and when we realize we're already extraterrestrials on our own planet, we can really start diving into what our missions are being here. And this is where it translates into the Starseed or the Wanderer mission. And that mission is to bring light, to bring consciousness, to bring purpose, to bring positive change and new systems, and bring through these higher frequencies from up here and fully physicalize them into this dimension. That's why we came here as starseeds.
Yeah, I guess I'm not a starseed. What about you guys?
This makes.
I think I'm voting for Marianne Williamson 2020. That's it.
So the whole idea of we are all extraterrestrials on this, which we call Earth Terra,
planet.
right? Like, so
just like channel.
are there? So what are terrestrials then? Like,
we're
bringing
aliens.
light to who? To ourselves?
Yeah, I don't know.
They have
Everybody's
like their
a
own
little extra.
language. It's like impenetrable a lot of the times. You just listen to it in your mind. I think it's just like it's like a brainwashing thing. You just start going, I don't know what. Okay, whatever.
Well, she also was just like just talking on YouTube. It's like, what's the light you're bringing to people, and like, what's the intelligence and what's the consciousness that you're raising right now? Really, like you're not
Monetization.
really
clicks.
doing
I have no idea.
anything. Yeah, exactly. Like you're not raising anybody's consciousness by making everybody more confused. Like I don't know.
All it is, it's just stoner talk with someone who has money. That's all it is.
In order to get more money.
Stoner talk with class, a college-educated stoner talk.
I wonder if she's college educated.
I don't know. She sounds like every
galactic.
single
She's
person
got
I've ever heard
galaxy
talk.
stuff. Yeah, she's got knowledge of the stars already. She's a star seed. But
right.
yeah, I do think she got a bit of a stoner thing because she starts to get lost even herself. Let's hear this a little bit.
To bring through these higher frequencies, to bring through these new systems, and to freaking clean up the earth and get that all straightened up, and to show.
Okay, I think she lost her own brain there for a second.
Yeah, she's like, and to like
bring through these higher frequencies, to bring through these new systems, and to freaking clean up the earth and get that all straightened up, and to show.
It's like, dear class, I want you to vote for me because I'm going to bring new systems and I'm going to clean up I don't know. It's just
bringing over a vending machine.
Yeah, exactly.
Put pizzas in every quad.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Just freaking like, I don't know.
To get extra light in the library this semester. I'm going to bring love and light. But play a soundboard 6 because my favorite part is when she wants to do this.
Clean up the earth and get that all straightened up.
Oh,
okay.
What? Oh, yeah, get it all straightened out.
Yeah, all right, straighten out. Yeah,
that's all we need. This whole time, we just needed more light.
So, what is the alien or extraterrestrial advice here? Oh, you don't know? Oh, that's interesting. You don't have a solution to this, do you?
You haven't found your galactic counterpart yet.
Yeah, where's your solutions? What's her name?
Her name is Brigitte Nielsen, like the actress.
Come on, Brigitte.
Brigitte,
what a Brigitte idiot.
Remember, this is Flavor Flav's ex-girlfriend.
Oh, right.
If this girl ended up with Flavor Flav, then something really weird's going on in the universe.
Yeah,
we got Brigitte.
Imagine being stuck in quarantine with Flavor Flav.
That would be fun for about a week.
That would be tired.
Maybe 2 weeks.
Flavor Flav's not who you want to be quarantined. You know what I'm saying?
He would have given up the act in the first 8 hours and have been like, oh, shit.
With this fucking clock around his neck. You know he wears that clock around his neck the whole quarantine.
At least you know what it is. I can only read the microwave.
Just got to go to Brigitte to get your vice going and get your mind straight in that. Because now, finally, she's going to get us to this final stage of alien contact. We got through picking your own alien. We got through being versus choosing. So let's bring it home, Brigitte Nielsen.
So that's why I've gone away from a lot of the conversation, because it can get distracting to the mission, the real mission. And that leads us to stage 3, which is the realization that we are the freaking aliens that we've been waiting for.
Oh, what?
We were the freaking aliens the whole freaking time.
It's the monster at the end of the book. It was us.
It was us.
We've M. Night Shyamalan ourselves? Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, you guys. She just fucking blew my mind. The Matrix will never be cool again. Oh my god.
I don't know how self-aware she is. That vocal fry, play soundboard 7, that vocal fry was over the top at the end.
We are the freaking aliens that we've been waiting for.
Somebody
pass the bong. We're the freaking aliens.
I love it. It's...
You know what? I kind of like the voice. I think I might hit a fucking subscribe on that shit.
Well, you could be our official correspondent.
Sad, you're the one
waiting for.
Oh man, dude, I remember being 14 and thinking about this too. It's cool.
Vocal fry? Yeah, me too.
Aliens, we're the aliens. We are the Greys.
You think it's a choice? You think
no?
They go, I'm gonna try to do vocal fry. No, right? This is.
I thought you meant the aliens. I was about to say no. Her family's super weird
the difference between choosing and being.
I don't know what happens to girls. I think they just get in a thing. I don't know.
Do you think I had a choice, and that's why I ended up sounding like this?
No, you and everyone on Staten Island all chose to sound like that.
So I was really excited. I thought this was going to be this younger, hotter David Huggins who's got these alien babies, but no. I think the real Brigitte Nielsen is probably way more interesting. So we're going to get out of this sexy alien world now, and the name coincidences. We're getting out of that. And we're going to talk about ghosts and really, really horny ghosts.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And I got to ask, are you guys fans of Zach Baggins and the show Ghost Adventures?
In a certain way.
No, but I like the name Zach Baggins. Hi, I'm Zach Baggins.
Oh, you just
need the glasses and you almost nailed it.
Do you say it's Zach Baggins? Is he related to Bilbo Baggins?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be Baggins, but everybody calls him Baggins. Nobody gives a shit how he pronounces his name.
And he spells his name Z-A-K.
Yeah, that says
of course. He's like Zach Wild. Well, anyway, Rob is a huge fan, and Rob sent me a very, very racy episode of Ghost Adventures. It was a Valentine's special, which starts with Zach Baggins and the other 2 ghost adventurers in a fancy restaurant surrounded by happy couples, and they just start reminiscing about different sexy ghost encounters, and they start playing clips like we've been playing. Clips like this from an investigation of a brothel called the Birdcage.
Have men been touched and grabbed and stuff like that in these bird cages by unseen forces?
Women that worked in the cribs did very extreme things under very extreme conditions, and for them to still be here would not surprise me at all.
I'm sorry. I just felt something touch me in this area. I'm not saying, I'm being serious. Something just went like that.
Just somebody saying
this
hello.
This is going along with the whole topic of dirty business because it touched me here.
Yeah, of course it did. And I'm sure
Do we know, is it his dick or his nipple? It could go either way.
Yeah. It's not just a random boner he's getting on TV. A ghost is chubbing him up right there.
Okay, so it's on his dick.
It's his dick, yeah.
Thank you.
These are three guys reminiscing about this in a restaurant. It's like, remember that time that ghost patted you? He's like, yeah. But it's not just Zach that's getting touched in this place. The ghosts here don't even need people because they got ghosts that can just get busy with each other, and they have EVP proof.
But what we captured in our digital recorder down in the bordello room.
Can you explain to us a little bit more about this EVP, what you hear? And
sure. There's definitely two different voices, one male, one female.
Do you think we caught two spirits having sex?
I think you interrupted some. That's something it sounds like. It's an uncomfortable situation.
That is weird.
Apparently uncomfortable for her, too.
Yeah, but do you really think the ghosts were doing some hanky-panky in there?
Yeah, totally, man.
Yeah.
You see how high-pitched her tone was? That was a bordello room, buddy.
That's true.
He sounds like an 80s movie, and this is recent, man. So this is a recording, supposedly, of two ghosts having sex with each other.
Oh, my God. But is it high-pitched? Is that why we think it was sex?
It could have been anything. It could have been...
I love that that's if it's high-pitched, then she's getting nailed.
Well, they try to say that there's two voices, that they can hear like a male like grunting, and that there's also like a woman.
I clipped it if you want to play soundboard 8 if you want to actually hear these ghosts getting at it.
I don't know. It's tough to hear.
Yeah. I think they really
anything.
wanted to hear it. It's like looking at one of those old softcore channels and just trying to
like
see
when the scramble channel. Yeah, he's used to that. Maybe I've heard this through that scramble channel. Yeah. This is what it sounds like.
It's like when you do a close-up picture and you think it's an ass and you pull out just like a big guy.
I love those.
It's like a guy's head next to his baby, and it looks real messed up.
Yeah, it's like one of those close-up pictures, and like you're like, it's an ass, and you back out, it's not a picture at all. It's just Sebastian holding a
Hey, dude, I'll tell you
not
what.
a picture at all.
My arm got me through my fucking adolescence, bro.
Oh my God.
Sit in the mirror, stand to the side. No, I'm only kidding. We got to go walk around.
Oh, we should all be so
You know what's so weird, though? It kind of stresses me out to think that ghosts have sex because, like, when you die, like, do you have to still fuck? I mean, and not that...
That seemed like a really cool reward. I'm like, oh, good. After we die, we get to still have sex. But
I guess.
I don't know.
It could be
I guess.
At this point, we're over it.
Sex.
But does that implies that there's like dating when you're a ghost also? That
no.
Like,
Everybody automatically gives consent because
everyone's just floating wherever they want.
It's just an orgy, just a ghost orgy everywhere going on.
It's just you. You're just dead and fucking you.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like that recording in that hole. That with all those screaming is just a ghost orgy or something. Who knows? But so watching the first 10 minutes of this Valentine's special that Rob sends me, I thought it was just a clip show because all they're doing is going, remember that horny ghost that did this? Yeah, remember the time it touched me here? And I was like, what am I actually watching? But it's not just a clip show. It's actually something much worse.
Listen, it's Valentine's Day weekend. I know it's a bit awkward, but we're at the Longfellow's Wayside Inn, right? I wanted to come to this location because we've been to a lot of places, but we've never really focused an entire investigation, a lockdown on a romantic type haunting. And I heard this place has like a female spirit that died of a broken heart, and she's still looking for love. Not the incubus, but a female ghost crawls into bed with the guy and does stuff. And apparently there's like hundreds of guys that have had like intimate encounters with this spirit.
How hard up is this dude? He's on TV. He's like, guys, I really think I can get laid.
He needs all the help he can get, honestly, though.
They do stuff.
Oh my gosh.
This was Stephen King's first draft that Stand By Me. Yo, we could go to the woods. There's a dead body in it. Fuck us.
We could bring hundreds of guys with us. It's down. It's so down. So
I just keep
Zach
thinking of the scene in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I get that image a lot too. That's his dream because he probably grew up in the 80s. He saw that and he's like, I heard there's a bordello where I could actually go full Aykroyd on her.
Full Aykroyd.
So it's him and two bros, and of course Zach decides that he is going to be the one that's going to woo this fondling fiend, and he makes an announcement to the restaurant full of extras.
Finally get some action.
That's your Valentine's Day gift. You don't get no gift because you're married. You're not going to compete against me.
It's all you, man.
I know it's all me. Everybody, sorry to bug your Valentine's Day dinner, but I have a toast to make. It's Valentine's Day weekend. I know that you're all sitting here and having fun with your loved one and you're kissing over here. It's cute, you know. But I do have something that I would like to say. There's a spirit here of a woman that is very beautiful, okay? She's gorgeous, and that's who is my Valentine. That's who I'm going to hook up with, all right? Happy Valentine's Day.
Is he drunk? What the fuck?
Yeah, what a weird announcement to have to make. This guy wouldn't have any problem getting a woman. This guy's rich. He's on TV. He's got tight shirts. He's probably got an 8-pack, and he's like, guys, I'm going to bang that ghost.
Gloves. Yeah.
Oh man, women love tight shirts. You're right. He could just get a woman. I just don't know why he thinks she's hot. Like, there's no evidence that she's attractive. They can't see her.
That's true.
It's true.
I'm pretty sure if she were ugly as hell, he would still be down because his personality keeps him from getting with anybody, I think.
Yeah, imagine getting catfished by a ghost. That would be the worst.
Like The Shining. We just talked about that last week. The Shining is a total catfish moment. You think you've got the hottest ghost ever, and it's like a rotting corpse. That's a good point. That could happen.
It's disgusting. The old switcheroo.
Yeah, I'd still finish.
Wow.
It's such a weird thing to just stand in front of people and say.
They don't even know what he's going to do. What if she just twists his nipples? Like, what if it's not like... What if it's not even that exciting, Like
she's just a tease?
That would be amazing if in the middle of it he was just like, stop, put the camera on my nipple. Get the cameras on my nipples. These things, I'm just tweaking these things. That would be insane.
Were they hired people in the restaurant, or was it like just actual people?
I have a feeling they were hired.
I feel like they hired people. I mean, they've got it's like 4 cameras, it seems like, in this place with them. It's not like people are like casually eating because these guys are talking about ghost boners all loud and they go, oh, I hope no one heard us. And the people are like, they're giving them like purposeful glares like, oh, how dare you.
What channel is this on? What channel?
Travel channel, of course.
Yeah. Oh, the Travel Channel.
I don't know any woman who wants to sneak into random guys' beds and jerk them off.
Oh, definitely.
Like, that's not...
You haven't met my mom.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Sing! Fuck you, Mom.
Kev, I didn't...
Mother's Day is over.
The world's going to know now, Mom.
Yeah, you're going to be floating around Zach Baggins in a little while.
Didn't he say that she's had sex with hundreds of guys? Like, he's kind of calling her like a slut.
Yeah, she just...
Hey, don't slut shame Rob.
Honestly,
she's had sex with 180 guys.
Oh, now it's 180.
If we all become ghosts, eventually everyone's number will get that high,
Yeah, their body count.
Because you keep on going, time keeps going by.
That's
why
true.
not?
You got nothing but time when you're a ghost.
And then what's so negative about it? And no slut shaming in this podcast. All right.
It's actually beautiful.
I guess, but
She's
like,
so strong.
what's in it for her? I don't get. I just can't. That's like obsession.
I will say,
Now
with
give that a
boners.
yes, queen. No slut shaming. Yes, queen.
Yeah.
And they are definitely not slut shaming her. I'll mention this. I cut out the parts that you talk about it, but evidently anyone who stays in this room, if she touches you, you get to like write a letter about it. And they have this creepy box of letters of guys like, yeah, I was here at like 3 a.m. She like touched my hair. But there's supposed to be hundreds of letters in this room. Like everyone who gets to stay there gets to leave a letter. They really promote this.
So you could just
What
go
if
there
it was a
and
man?
write a letter.
What if it was a man molesting women? Right?
I like that.
Or dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought because only dudes stay in here and write it. It's a female spirit, and it's dudes logging their experience.
That's usually the way the catfish episodes
I missed it.
end.
What did people say?
They say all kind of stuff, but we're going to get back because he just made this announcement. And now this perverted premise is set, and they end up telling the history of this thirsty poltergeist. She was a woman named Jerusha Howe, and they can even hear her story without making – they can't even hear – I'm sorry. Our name is – okay. Jerusha Howe. They can't even hear her story without making brilliant observations like this.
A young man she met here who was a seaman went away. A seaman, a man of the you might call merchant marine today.
Okay. So Jerusha fell in love to a seaman, and this seaman
A sailor, then.
Okay, let's do a sailor.
Oh my god!
Let's spit it out, boys. Spit it out. Come on, you can say it.
Where are you guys from?
So she fell in love with a sailor.
Okay, wow, that was a great bit. Were these guys 12 years old? A seaman.
It's like Beavis and Butthead.
I want to do a sailor.
Oh man, if I was a ghost, I would sneak into their rooms and jerk them off. They sound absolutely hilarious.
I just have to say, the name Jerusha Howe sounds like if you asked a racist guy to make up a name for a woman of color.
And at the end, he's like, wait, how?
Jerusha. How do I do this? Jerusha Howe.
Create a name in like I don't know, something like basketball or a football game or something.
Yeah.
But
Oh, like Joanna, man. Oh, come on, Russ, screw up.
Jerusha Howe? What? I didn't say it. He did.
Yeah, grow up, Russ. Come on.
Come on, Russ.
Turn you open.
What are you doing, man?
Russ, come
These,
on, don't giggle
these
about
guys are talking about seaman like they're not aware of the fact that sailors exist. All right, it's not me.
Man.
You know,
that's true.
Yeah, we'll
I'll try to explain it. This story is about a young woman. She fell in love with a seaman, and he said he would return to her, but he did not. And she died at the age of 45 of a broken heart. And now she's just looking for affection from living males who go to this room.
It's a 45-year-old woman that's sneaking into everybody's bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a spinster.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
I mean, hey, she's reached her sexual prime now.
Yeah,
she's 45.
Dude.
She's not
Yeah.
some young girl.
Oh, it's
somehow
more tragic.
She's not fucking for babies, dude. She's fucking for fun.
For funsies, yeah.
Yeah, she's fucking for funsies, dude. Jizz out. Jizz up.
Sun's
Jizz
out,
out.
jizz out.
Jizz up, jizz up, jizz up, jizz up.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Well, neither does Dum Dum Zach Baggins because he asked her this great question.
What I'm trying to figure out is, are there single guys out there that have some kind of a phantom fetish that will travel here in hopes of having an affair?
Well, honestly,
There'd be no evidence. Do you think that there's some guys out there that have female ghost fetishes?
Yeah, you just, this is what we're talking about. You went from a restaurant of people and said you wanted to do it.
He's really nervous, and he just wants some justification that other people like him exist.
That's what
Surprised
it really
he's-
sounds like.
Yeah, do you think that there are other people who also want the same thing that I do? Because I'm totally, it's normal,
He's like,
right?
You've seen the Ghostbusters movie, right? You know that one part. You know what I mean? Like,
So are there like other guys who want to like fuck ghosts or whatever?
Perfect. Oh, does he actually get that encounter?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
Oh my god!
I'm just gonna do a whole Beavis and Butthead. So like, Beavis, do you think this ghost is gonna like do us or whatever?
Totally score.
Oh my god!
I would watch that though. That sounds awesome.
Beavis, we're gonna like score.
No, wait, me first. This guy actually answers the question of whether the guys are into this.
It was like an old saying, you can find any given item in the Sears catalog and somebody somewhere will want to have sex with it.
Okay, I've never heard that. If the Sears catalog, there's got to be something in there someone doesn't want to have sex with, surely.
No, there isn't, and don't call me Shirley. But no, he actually even sounded like Butthead at the end of that clip. Can we hear it again?
It was like an old saying, you can find any given item in the Sears catalog and somebody somewhere will want to have sex with it.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I don't know. What's the Sears catalog now? Amazon? How old is this dude? Zach Bagger's probably like, yeah, it was sex something. All right,
what
cool.
is that?
It's like bicycles in the Sears cat. Is people having sex with bicycles? What's he talking about?
Hey, man, look it up. Google will inform you. There's probably
This
somebody
guy-
into bicycles.
He's the most fuckable guy. Like, I honestly, if I was 45, a ghost, I mean, I'm in there. I'm twisting him. I am riding that guy for sure.
Right? I mean, those fingerless gloves is just like, yes, please sign me up.
Sounds like a fucking genius.
He's a winner.
Yeah. Look, I guess I have to take away from his hotness a little bit. Even though this next clip, this works much better as a visual. Rob would probably be upset if we didn't include it. Here is Zach Baggins as he's getting ready to stay in this room. He starts rehearsing poetry. He wants to be really romantic. I'm being serious. He wants to be very romantic to this thing, this spooky Valentine. And as he's walking, he starts walking in an icy area. He's rehearsing his poems, and then he totally eats shit.
Arusha, your smile glows like a butterfly, and when we... What are you...
Oh, you okay, man?
All right?
Okay, I just had to clip because he fell on his ass so hard. It was the most satisfying thing to see. But he's starting to sound like Bill and Ted almost in this, where he's like, the most bodacious of breasts you have in your floating mouth.
Yeah.
That's right.
You really shine like a butterfly? What the fuck is that? I would
you don't
rather
see shiny
the
butterflies?
Honestly, I'd rather the puppies line. I'd rather him just say, you got nice puppies, rather than trying.
You have a nice pair of puppies.
As soon as it happened, they're ghost investigators. They didn't think the ghost might have been like, this is so lame. Push him down now. Get him on his ass now.
Oh, yeah. In that way, that sounded pretty sexual too. Like, let's just get it over with. Suck his dick. Get him the fuck out of here.
It's also, he's lying. He's never seen her. He doesn't know shit about her.
Yeah,
you know.
No, he's proclaiming
goddamn liar. Like all.
Hopefully, Jerusha didn't see him fall because I don't think he's got a chance after. That's pretty embarrassing.
No, dude.
That was her chance.
She's probably still into it. You know, she likes everybody. Yeah, she's pretty into it.
Yeah,
you know?
She's pretty slutty.
He walks in. He walks in her. She's with his partner. He's like, Jerusha, how? And okay.
I have a question. So Jerusha.
Jerusalem, yes.
Jerusha, right? So she loved this man, and he must have died, and then she died. Why aren't they hooking up? What happened there?
There you go.
That's
a really good question.
I think maybe
he ditched her. She was
long distance relationships are hard when you're a ghost.
He was like, I heard about the hundreds of guys while you were alive. I'm not coming back to that.
It's a seaman curse, you know? Like, he was a seaman, and now that she's dead, she's just going to have to milk everybody's semen.
And she's like Brandy, the song, right?
Yeah, I thought about that too.
She's hoping one day a penis will come her semen.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
She's looking for her semen, dude.
Dude, that's what it is. Far and wide.
Rising cock lifts all. Okay. But
this is good. 69. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah,
rum.
But they, of course, this is a ghost adventuring paranormal investigation show, so they got to go set up all this paranormal equipment and these gadgets before Zach. He's going to go. He's going to lay in the bed. He's going to do his best Dan Aykroyd impression. And one of the gadgets they use, I've never seen this one much. This is like, they have like a ghostly speak and say where spirits can communicate by picking words to answer questions from the living.
Goes moo, like that kind of speak and say?
Like, yeah, a lot like that where they can push the cow button and say that. But Jerusha comes through on the speak and say for ghosts, and she says this.
If I lay down, what are you going to do to me? Tickle.
Tickle? You gonna tickle Zach?
If I lay down, what are you going to do to me?
Oh no, dude. She's just like she's a Michael Jackson or something.
Jerusha, what if Nick lays down? What are you going to do to Nick? Affair.
Oh, I thought it said ass hair.
Yeah, I thought it said ass hair too.
Ass hair.
Hair.
She's probably pissed that that's what she said and they think it's affair, but she's like, no, it's ass hair. I want that ass hair.
Oh, that's what she's reading my mind. I didn't know. But according to them, though, it says tickle to Zach Baggins, and that Nick guy, it's supposed to say affair to him because he's married.
Right.
Yeah. But he's going to get it. And Zach is just like, I'll tickle you, but I'm going all the way with this married dude.
I'm going to
dude, she's 45. She's into that. Dude, she's been around. All the kinks have been done. She's like, I want to fuck a married guy. I gotta get some of that.
Yeah, this dude fell on his ass earlier. It was ridiculous.
She's gonna tickle the child, and then you know, fuck the husband.
Yeah, and I do have to say that the best night of my life when I was 18 years old, spring break, and I got into a bed in a dark hotel room, and a woman said, "Ass hair."
I came instantly.
I became a man that night.
You grew some ass hair. That's good.
Ass hair.
Tickle. So scary.
I'm gonna score tonight, Davis.
You know there were dudes that went to this place after they saw this episode. Like dudes who actually followed up, and I bet you this place does good business. It's so fun.
Yeah, where is this place again?
Who doesn't want their ass hair to get tickled? I mean,
this place is of course in Massachusetts. Lots of haunted things there.
Of course.
But now the stage is set. They got everything set up. Zacky's gonna get in the bed where the magic will begin.
What was he asleep with the condom on?
You do me a favor and touch a part of my body right now. Wow. I just felt 2 taps on my right leg, like on my calf, right here. I felt that, Jerusha. I felt 2 taps on my leg, and I just heard my belt creak. I don't want you thinking that I came here laying in the bed or some kind of a, booty call.
Whoa! What are we doing here then? What do you mean it's not a booty call?
I don't want you to think that I'm here for exactly what I'm here for.
Yeah, dude, I love you. Like, what's next?
We all have these friends. They talk big game, and then they get there and they go, "You know what? My mom wasn't nice to me." Yeah, I smash, I hook up, you know. I just want to hold you and maybe hear about childhoods.
I'm tired from banging all these real chicks. Can we just tickle? You said tickle earlier. That was nice.
Can we just bear really quick?
Just trying to tickle his ass hair. That's all she's trying to do.
You know what? A calf touch is hot though. A calf touch to start out, right out the gate to touch the calf.
Calf taps.
That gets you going.
2 touches on the calf. You tell me. That gets you going.
Start jiggling that belt. He knew what was coming. I think the lights went low after this because next thing they do is they just wrap it up in the morning. And Zach, this guy, man, he is still thirsty for more.
It was a very loving feeling. I didn't want to leave the room. I felt like I was being teased. And in all honesty, I wanted more. I want to write my letter, and I feel like just by last night at the lockdown, my letter's not complete.
Maybe you got a ghost fetish.
Yeah, you think? He's bringing up that letter again. So I guess he probably sat up and read all the dirty letters from other dudes who are with this ghost, and he's like,
man.
She barely jiggled my belt. I can't write my letter. Give me one more night. No camera.
Yeah,
please.
I didn't get my moment complete. He didn't get to complete anything. Which good.
Is he leading?
Oh my God, what a loser!
Is he leading this ghost on a little bit? Like he's gonna give her a relationship or something? Because it seems like he's kind of being like, "This isn't a booty call. Listen, I'm not going anywhere."
So then she's like, "Well, never mind then. Fuck you."
Well, she definitely doesn't want that. She wants to screw the husband because she knows no strings attached. I think she doesn't like this guy.
That's
he's out of there.
A
He's
very good observation.
He's like, this guy's got a ghost show. He could probably bring some witch to trap me in some bottle and bring me everywhere.
She's probably he probably does this for all the ghost girls.
Nobody wants to give it to the guy. Nobody wants to give it to the guy who really wants it. You know what I mean? Like he wants it too much. You know. Same with women. Guys don't. Yeah, it's too desperate. She's just not turned on by that. She wants to really feel like she's raping somebody. You know what I mean? I really think that's what it is. It's not fun if you want to be molested.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
You want somebody to put up some fight. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It's a little confusion, a little fear. I mean, that's what she's into, you know. She's 45. She's been around. She's looking
ghosts, for God's sake.
Yeah, she wants to scare some people.
She wants to scare you, okay? She doesn't want you to have a good time. That's insane.
You're supposed to wake up the next morning and go, I don't know what the hell happened. I'm writing a letter because I feel compelled to. A ghost touched me, and I didn't like it, and I'm never coming back.
Yeah, dude. That's what she's looking for.
Hell yeah. I don't blame her, honestly. She was left alone to die of a broken heart. She's vengeful.
I think at this point we just figured it out. This is not, she's vengeful. She's doing this to she's mad at seamen.
She wants to hurt these little boys too. Yeah. So her just, teasing Zach a little bit and him wanting it even more. She's like, yes, that gives me power. I don't blame her.
I like this story, but I would love this story if he was like, yeah, she made me come so much. Yo, we like fucked like 6 times. I'm so tired.
Well, we're not to the end because he's going to stay another night. And I feel, man, if you're putting this on television, there's got to be some kind of payoff coming. Please don't let us down, Zach Baggins.
Well, I know that we're not leaving till tomorrow. So, guys, I'm staying in room 9 tonight.
You sure?
And
Go back there?
Those cameras aren't allowed.
You sure?
No cameras. As paranormal investigators, we encounter all kinds of evil entities, but there are countless spirits in this world who do not wish to frighten or cause harm, but rather show affection. I came to the Wayside Inn to court the lonely spirit of Jerusha. I felt her presence during our lockdown, but if you want to know what happened my second night here, well, you'll just have to find my letter in room 9.
What? You have to go read this dude's letter?
That means nothing happened. He's such a bullshitter.
Yeah. Now this is an ad for the hotel. You can't. You leave it at that. Like you'll never know what happened, Seb. You got to go stay there to find out.
God.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Nah. I was like, I might even be able to look it up. I'm like, no, I'm not even gonna do that. I don't even care. You ruined it.
Just
the Oscar goes to the guy who, when he told him he was staying another night in the room, goes, "You sure? You sure?"
I know. It's like I felt him get puffed up a little bit.
You sure?
I feel so bad for the people who have to clean the sheets in that bed constantly.
man.
It's disgusting.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gotta be. It's gotta be blood and all kinds of weird,
yeah.
Ectoplasm.
Yeah, lots of ectoplasm.
Little some shit, probably too.
Ectoplasm stains really bad. It's hard to get ectoplasm stain out.
You know she's into anal. She's got to be into that.
I like you said, you've been dead for that long.
I shit all over the place. Oh God.
That's what's in the letter, dude. He doesn't want to. He's like, I don't want to tell you, but you got to check out the letter because I shit my pants.
And we already know that all ghosts wear period clothes already. So
Yeah,
that's the spooky part right there.
Constantly on your period. That's all.
All right, guys. So do you have any final thoughts on this ghost-loving Zach Baggins and his Jerusha Howe?
It's like pretty cool.
If he actually got laid, that's awesome. I would like to read the letter because honestly, I don't think there is a letter. I don't think.
No, unless someone posts it, I don't believe it either.
I hope she can do better. That's all I'll say. But I don't know. Maybe she can't.
Yeah. There's a lot of letters. She's doing something, but
she's in search for her lover, and I hope she finds him.
Same here. But before we go, I've got one more quick bit for you guys. Phoebe, we finally have you here, and we got all the sexy paranormal topics. So we would be amiss if we didn't talk about the thing that is on the minds of many unbelievers, and that is, of course, Bigfoot's dick. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, there really isn't any good true stories of Bigfoot sex. But you know what there is? There is a ton of Bigfoot-related fictional erotica. And this subgenre of this monster love fiction, this has really exploded in the last few years, especially in 2018 in the House of Representatives race for Virginia's 5th congressional district. Democrat Leslie Cockburn accused her Republican opponent, Denver Riggleman, of being a devotee of Bigfoot erotica. And she says that this is not what we need on Capitol Hill. And before she shared an image purportedly from Riggleman's Bigfoot erotica collection. Her tweet included a screenshot of Riggleman's Instagram account where he had posted a drawing of Bigfoot with a rather long and strategically placed censored bar. In the caption, Riggleman wrote that he's working on a book called Mating Habits of Bigfoot and Why Women Want Him, which he is also referred to in several other social media posts. It turns out Riggleman, a former Air Force intelligence officer who owns a distillery with his wife, really does have a thing for Bigfoot, but it's not that kind of thing, he insists. Mm-hmm. He says, this is just a long-running joke with his military buddies, and his opponents are just using this to smear him. He even co-authored a book in 2006 called Bigfoot Exterminators Incorporated, which tells the mostly true tale of the future congressional candidate leading a high-tech hunting expedition in what he describes as a Bigfoot hotspot. And another character explains in the final line of the book, Bigfoot's like sex too. And I'm going to say, shockingly, this Denver Wriggle man, this was in 2018, he won the Republican seat. And he was even parodied on Saturday Night Live, where he was portrayed by Mikey Day on Weekend Update, and he was reading Bigfoot erotica.
Nice. I'm sorry, I missed all of that. Why wouldn't you vote for this guy?
His name is Denver Wriggleman? That's a real name?
It is. Yeah, we talked about Rob Riggle in a bonus episode in his encounters with Joshua P.P. Warren.
Oh, God.
And now we got Denver Wriggleman, Bigfoot enthusiast.
Denver.
I mean, no one wants the cock lady. I don't know what her name was. It sounded like, it sounded
Cockerman?
Cockburn. Cock lady.
Cockburn. Leslie. Oh, no one wants the cockburn.
No one wants the cockburn lady. You know, we'd rather have the guy who
Wriggle man.
Yeah, Wriggle man.
I had to go to the Doc in the Box for Cockburn like a couple years ago.
Seriously though, if you are in a booth and you see Wriggle Man and Cockburn, you're like, "Whoa, okay, Wriggle Man."
I know which one I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Wriggle Man, you never look so good.
Keep them Bigfoot boners coming. That's what we care about. So
Yes,
this started getting attention, this Bigfoot erotica, and even Amazon, they had to crack down on Bigfoot erotica from its self-publishing function, because it turns out Bigfoot erotica is really hardcore. And when Amazon got in trouble for having books about incest and rape, the Bigfoot erotica, it got swept up in the mix with all this. Now there's a lot of these self-published works on Bigfoot. They had to be censored if they wanted even a shot at being available on Amazon. You know, of course, the modern Sears catalog.
I mean, I imagine it not being like consensual, you know, because consent has been a discussion today. But I don't think Bigfoot asks. Like, I think that's probably why it's really fucked up. Because
there's probably a lot of women and men going out to the Pacific Northwest, like, okay, I'm putting out my tent now. Bigfoot, you better not come out and fuck me in the ass. No?
Yeah, I do remember reading the description, Russ, to that book. It was an audio book, I believe.
Okay, hold on. Now, I want to say this before you get into it, because for the benefit of this show and our listeners, I did some research into this world of Bigfoot erotica, and I purchased one of the most popular titles. It's called Come for Bigfoot by author Virginia Wade, and it is horrifying. I just wanted to learn about his dick for the show to talk about this. I wasn't prepared for the rest. And some listeners might be letting out a sigh of relief that, you know, these are books. I can't play clips of Comfort Bigfoot. But as Drea said, I bought the audiobook. And I listened to the whole thing, and it's just one shameful boner after the next. This is the worst thing I think I've ever heard. But this is research.
I never thought you'd clip it.
I need to know this.
I did this for you guys, and I don't even really know how to present this. I'm going to do my best to make like Amazon, and I'm going to censor a little bit of this depravity. But here is the intro of Comfort Bigfoot by Virginia Wade, narrated by, Lolita Young. Now let's get a sense of what Bigfoot erotica audiobooks sound like.
Chapter 1. 144 turns on a winding forest road eventually brought us to our destination. A sense of excitement rushed through me. Not because this was Mount Hood National Forest, but because I would be spending a week hiking and camping with Christopher Vandekamp, who I had a crush on since 8th grade. Shelley was the first one out. "I'm finding Bigfoot, bitches! Come and get me, you hairy ape!" I shook my head. God. "Who let her loose?" asked Leslie. "What a moron."
Okay, you hear that? It sounds like a joke right from the beginning, right? That can't be the voice of Lolita Young.
I thought it was one of those robots.
So did I.
I thought it was Siri. Sounds like Siri.
It sounds
okay,
like
play
a
soundboard 9.
Sounds like
Let's hear some Lolita Young.
"I'm finding Bigfoot, bitches."
It kind of does. Lolita Young sounds kind of fake.
Well, that's where it sounded less fake.
What is she supposed to be, like 14? And she's like, in 8th grade last year. What
it's
year?
It's so weird. Oh, I pray. Honestly, I pray it's not her. I'm probably going to get in trouble. I should probably throw my phone away.
No, don't worry about it.
I think, I'm going to sum it up to keep myself safe. This is a story of 6 college-age young adults. I'll say that. There's 3 legal. Guys, there's 3 girls, and there is an adult chaperone, Mr. Vandekamp, or does.
Because
when I was in college, it was always me, my boys. We were doing blow. My mom would be hanging out with us.
Here's the good stuff, honey.
You always got a chaperone in college, for sure.
For sure, yeah. That's Mr. Vandekamp, Doug, and they go camping in the woods. And that girl you heard, that is the protagonist, Portia. On their first night, Portia and one of the other girls, they start being real naughty. They start getting drunk. Portia flirts with the chaperone, Mr. Vandekamp. Things start happening. Oh, God.
Jesus!
But Bigfoot, I'm here for Bigfoot. Bigfoot is mentioned again when they are sitting around the campfire. Let's hear more.
Darren got up and stomped around the crackling fire, hitting his chest with his fists. I'm Bigfoot, bitches. How much for your women? No, seriously, said Cameron. They found that footprint, last year? It was like 14 inches long. No way. That was proven a hoax, said Leslie. Just like that guy in the ape suit. It's all bullshit. I heard the natives call him skookums, said Doug. His finger was still in my hidden by the blanket.
All right. I tried
They're said to be a cannibalistic race of wild men. Stop that, said Shelley. That's not true.
Okay, I'm sorry. I tried to clean it up. So, yeah, Mr. Vandekamp and her doing things in front of everyone and talking about Bigfoot.
Wait. Was the meow like his thumb up her ass, or what was that?
I think it was for.
Yeah,
pussy.
he was. She got.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He had her finger in her meow.
Yeah.
I get it. Of course. I'm sorry. I thought it was a butt. Of course.
It's actually creepy. It's actually creepier that you put a cat noise there, bro.
They made it better. Like I tried to clean it up.
Spend time. You thought about it.
I had to zoom in, cut it out just right, get it in there. Oh, that's not the only one. This it starts to get on. It gets full on hardcore with this Portia and Mr. Vandekamp. That's not important. Bigfoot doesn't know anything to do with this. But the next day, they all go on a hike, and while the guys all investigate a large footprint they found, all three girls are knocked unconscious and kidnapped by Bigfoot. And they wake up in a cage in an old log cabin. And
now I'm getting horny, yeah.
There we go. But take the boner away quick, because there was an old woman in the cabin, and the old woman tells her Leonard is going to have his way with them one by one. And Leonard is the name of Bigfoot, and she says that Bigfoot is her son.
Oh.
Weird.
It had to be
like
Leonard, man. Like,
Leonard.
That's definitely like a school kid's bus driver. Like, that's not. It's not a sexy Bigfoot. Is not Leonard.
Yeah,
No.
Lenny,
it'd be Leo.
Lenny the Bigfoot. That's just I don't know.
Well, maybe this would make Leonard a little more sexy. We finally get what we've been waiting to hear. Here is Lolita Young describing Bigfoot's dick. Finally.
What came next made me want to scream. From within the tufts of matted hair, the creature released a huge, pale that defied logic. It was riddled with intersecting veins and bulging on the end like a tennis ball. That massive was going to be inside of Shelley in a matter of moments, and we were powerless to help her.
Okay, I'm trying to take some of the smut out of it. It gets really gross. So Bigfoot is there, and
Russ.
yes, there's the description of his
Russ,
thing.
my dude, bro, come on. Did you hear? You were the one that said we have to keep. You go, no, we gotta keep Phoebe's line about gargling cum. I said that. And you're worried about what someone else is going to say about it.
The word, yeah. I'm not sure exactly what word she used.
Oh my God. No, but I still got quite an image of that dick, and it was too big and it was too much, and he's raping these girls.
Yeah, this is...
Okay, it is... I gotta say, it gets really terrible, and that's what I came for. I just wanted to hear what it looked like. I didn't know it was only this, and it just gets worse, because... Okay, he does things to the first two, but when it's Portia's time with this Bigfoot Leonard, suddenly this turns romantic and utterly disgusting and depraved. This girl, Portia, she loves Leonard the Bigfoot. She goes up in his room. There's a fire. They lay on the rug, and it just gets really, really, really next level.
Gosh.
And I will say, I'm not into censorship, but I'm kind of changing my opinions on that.
It's kind of fun. It's funny, though.
Oh, it's funny. I'm just busting your balls, bro.
I know.
Funny. It's funny.
Look, I got one final clip, and there's some humor to be had, in some parts of this. And, okay, I listened to this thing for an hour and a half. You guys can handle 4 clips.
So honestly, you figured out what a dick sounds like when it comes out of pants. It really does. Boing, it really fucking does do that.
Every time I take my dick out of my pants, it slips on a banana peel and falls.
It does. It sounds like Looney Tunes when you pull your dick out.
You go into a men's bathroom, it literally sounds like you're watching fucking Mickey Mouse pre-World War II cartoons, bro. He gets a little chicken flying in a fucking helicopter.
I'm going to pay attention next time. My God, I never noticed.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Right, so let's hear the final one here, because this Portia girl, she falls kind of in love with the Bigfoot, but not so much in love that she isn't going and thrown back in the cage with her friends after this liaison with Leonard. But she devises a way to distract the beast so that they can all escape. This is her amazing and empowering plan to escape Leonard the Bigfoot.
A sense of empowerment gripped me. We can do this. He's weak that way. It's like all his brains are in his... Shelley sighed. God, I hope this works. We have to get out of here. Leonard was before the cage, staring at us. To my surprise, his began to push through the thick hide of matted fur. Let's suck this, girls. It looks so good.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And that's Comfort Bigfoot. Apologies for that. If any of you sickos are interested, there's an entire series of books and audio adventures, each one dirtier than the next, and they're up to part 15 of Comfort Bigfoot.
Wait, that was part 1?
That was part 1. It's just the beginning. It just gets worse.
15?
Of course it's part 1.
And they each get dirtier. What the?
Three girls didn't blow Bigfoot yet. Of course it's part 1.
That's fair.
It happened at the end.
If you want MP3, hit me up. I'll send it to you. But may we never speak of Bigfoot's dick ever again, real or fictional, after this. Let's hope we can bury that.
Oh my gosh.
We can.
It sounds irresistible, honestly.
It does.
At the
Are
end
you
there,
Virginia Wade? What's going on?
I think you're going to have to send that MP3 to Phoebe.
At the end there, I was like, oh, I guess I've got to get in on this too. I mean, right?
And then her friend goes, we gotta get out of here.
I guess we'll suck Leonard off again.
All of his friends, all of his brains were in his boing, so.
That's fucked up. I'll tell you what, if all my brains was in my dick, I wouldn't be fucking. I would keep that shit unlocked. I keep that fucking double zip that shit up.
Maybe that would make you super smart. What if it works that way?
Well,
I don't think that's Leonard's superpower. He does talk, though. They do weird stuff with Bigfoot. He says good, and
no,
he's not. Everything about this is more upsetting as it goes along.
There's always a woman too, because men suck, but there's always a woman behind the scenes. The mom is there facilitating all of this. She's making this all possible. I'm just kind of like, fuck you, man.
They get Bigfoot to tie her up so they can all go at her. Like, you can, Leonard, you can have all of us. Get the old lady out of here. Get that bag out of here. He's like, oh, good.
Oh, jeez.
That's even worse. See,
my gosh.
I'm only getting snippets of this. Russ, you've listened to the whole damn thing, I'm sure.
You got to take a shower, man. You got to watch this.
He did say that. He was like, I need to take another shower after this. He said, another shower.
Yeah, dude. That's...
Yeah.
Russ, I hope that your headphones didn't get unplugged at all when you were doing your research for this episode. I hope nobody around you heard your kids would be mortified, I think.
Honestly, I a little behind the scenes, I was a little proud of putting those sound effects. I said, honey, come listen to this. And my son went, can I hear? I said, no, you may not. Never mind. No one hears.
They were, a few years, it was very funny. It was fucking funny. God, the women in this.
Yeah, that was the surprising part of me. We always knew there's all these shitbags like Stan Romanek, and I mean David Huggins isn't a shitbag; he's just an old creep.
He's an old creep. Yeah.
These ladies are not for consent at all. That was a woman who wrote, and it's funny when Amazon edited it, they have to call it "Moan for Bigfoot" on there, but you can find the original. It's out there.
Yeah, they are
spelled CUM. It is. They're super classic.
For sure. I know we all got to go all listen to it soon, so yeah.
No, I'm really, I think I've heard enough, personally.
I
think I'm good.
I really appreciate you finally giving me a good Bigfoot dick moment,
I feel like that segment needed to be done, and then you realize, whoa, this episode was almost all this, and we were like, no, we cannot do this for now. This is.
It would change the nature of the whole show if it
You'd
was.
be surprised. Trying to find sexual encounters with Bigfoot is surprisingly very difficult.
And thank God it's all fiction.
You find mostly just this fan erotica stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I appreciate the fan erotica, but in my mind, we still don't know shit about Bigfoot's dick.
It's true.
He's so elusive.
At least it wasn't David Huggins reading it, too. At least
my gosh.
Lolita Young, the up-and-comer.
It doesn't sound much better, but...
the 15-year-old, yeah.
All right, so... That's it for this fun episode 69, the Sexy Paranormal session. Rob, hit the music.
Get those puppies going.
Yeah, we get the puppies moving. We're on the move for Bigfoot's dick. Let's hear the song.
Also, Brian, we don't even know if Bigfoot has a dick. Bigfoot's not so lonely anymore. He's got Kevin. He's got Kevin in his arms.
Yeah.
Kev.
Yeah, well.
That's pretty cool. We don't know about his dick, though, Kev.
I don't give a damn.
You don't care.
No.
Now let me tell you about the time that I lived with Sasquatch. Our time together was truly top-notch. Short's the word, and I couldn't stay long. Something wasn't right and something felt wrong. He was kind, polite, a real stand-up dude. Always bringing me berries, always sharing his food. What's mine was his, and what's his was mine. And this is what it's like when the stars align. Like brothers. We were working the land.
Man, you remember that? The great AC $, Bigfoot's dick
that
song.
Was rad. That was so rad.
It was so great. And so yeah, what did you guys think about what was your we have to come up with a poll. I'll let you guys come up to it. What should our poll be this week, guys?
I should stop making noise because I don't have an idea.
I guess maybe like what happened to Zach's
dick?
What happened to Zach that night?
Like what was in the letter or whatever.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, what was in the letter? Yeah,
I mean that's something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. I'm
trying to remember. Or we still had that one Bridget bitch or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe who's the thirstiest in the paranormal? We could have Zach. We could have Huggins. We could have Portia or whatever her name is.
Yeah, exactly.
Leonard.
Leonard.
Or who gives the best consent? No, don't do that. Because honestly, there was a theme here tonight, and it was about whether or not, Bigfoot's a raper, this ghost is a raper, and also the aliens are rapey to the girl who's like, it's consensual, I swear.
Yeah. Don't say we don't cover serious topics. We are to get to the bottom of this shit.
Just saying, man. There's something to that. I think that's the theme
Between that and the name coincidences, this whole episode, I don't know what the hell is going on.
It's all over the place.
But that great song from AC $, of course we love it. And yeah, go to UnbelieversPodcast.com, answer that poll. But before we say goodbye to y'all, we want to get to the Unbelievers mailbag.
The Unbelievers mailbag.
Ooh, right in the mailbag.
Hey man, check your mailbox.
Hey, you got some new mail over here.
What's up, bitches? It's mail time. Woo! Woo! Woo!
All right, and coming hot off the heels of that AC $sign song, we got a mail from Unbeliever Bach Holiday. Let's hear it, Rob.
You are now listening to a fan of the Unbelievers podcast.
If you're new to this, you might be asking, is this a real show? Yeah. It's the place to learn, to unlearn everything you know.
Unlocking mysteries with a robo key. Ryan Russin told me Roz is flying over me. Am I convinced? Well, not totally. Yo, Drea, what on earth is that supposed to be? A gray on the roof, observing us. Twilight zoning out, how they plan on serving us. On a silver platter, from a flying saucer, or in Pascagoula, somewhere by the water. Was that a Bigfoot? Couldn't really peep it, cause they like to be kinda like a secret. Got the heebie-jeebies, not trying to be facetious. Can we trust what we see, or do our eyes deceive us? Can't trust anybody else but the unbelievers. Family might think I'm going insane and listen to the podcast cause I need help explaining. Plus they take the news and they make it entertaining.
Pick up your brain, turn up your speakers, then pick up your mouth, curse out the Grim Reaper. Don't get in the water without your fish
fisher sneakers. Now go deeper if you got that unbeliever fever. Pick up your brain, turn up your speakers, then pick up your mouth, curse out the grim reaper. Don't get in the water without your fisher sneakers. Now go deeper if you got that unbeliever fever. Anyone can walk around with a stick and shoot on us. Sell a kid, you a sack of shit who appalls us. Corner of my eye, can't tell who just passed with his ass stuck out, and I've seen his ass. Maybe I'm crazy, or to see a doctor asking strangers, have you ever seen a Chewbacca? I need help now before it gets worse, so I will break the curse. Pick up your brain, turn up your speakers, then pick up your mouth, curse out the grim reaper. Don't get in the water without your fisher sneakers. Now go deeper if you got that unbeliever fever. Pick up your brain, turn up your speakers, then pick up your mouth, curse out the grim reaper. Don't get in the water without your fisher sneakers. Now go deeper if you got that unbeliever fever.
And that is a great song just submitted to us by Unbeliever on Bach Holiday. What y'all think, guys?
Oh man, I loved it.
It's a bop. It's a bop, kids.
Yeah.
Man.
Pick up your brain. I don't know what else it says, but I loved it.
Well, if we know through the transitive property, if your dick is your brain, he's saying pick up your dicks.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Get right
dude.
in.
Pick up your dick, boing.
I'll stand behind that or in front of it. That's good.
No, that
pick
was
up
great.
your brain and read a book.
Nice.
Yeah, pick up your dick and read some erotica.
That was great. This is so great.
Do you have the are you a homosexual clip?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Oh my god. Oh.
Are you homosexual?
Yes, I am gay.
Okay.
Classic.
That's my favorite part, though. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we can move on now.
All right, game, match, set. We are ready to go for this interview. That's Larry Sinclair. He's actually popped back up on Twitter. He's, of course, the man who blew and had sex with Barack Obama. He's been popping back up. He's on Twitter. He's angry about something. Again. Yes.
Really? Is he?
Yeah.
Sure. But so I just wanted to play that. That's an Unbeliever Bach Holiday. He shout out. He sent that song. I want to say thank you so much for sending that. He also brought up that that Unbelievable album never did come out. So he's putting a call out. We need to if you submitted a song to the original show and that album never came out, we don't know where those songs are anymore. Besides the episodes, so if you have a song,
where
send
are
it to
those
us.
songs?
Brian knows maybe.
Play Phoebe's favorite clip because where are those songs?
We don't know.
Perfect.
So you got to send in the songs. It's the old one,
We
the
don't
Cactus
know.
song, any of the old jams. We need the full versions. We'll put that album out, of course. We got a fire lit on us. We got AC Dollar Sign. We got that AC Dollar Sign Rose, a Christmas song. We've got all kind of great songs.
God, they're such good songs.
They really are.
Yeah, and we want to put them together, put them out in something. We'll put them on cassette. I don't know what we're doing. Vinyl. What are we doing with this? We'll put it out.
Times are weird. There's no CD players anymore. They've made sure to get rid of all the CD players, so it can't be that. We'll just
It'll just be a podcast. We'll just episode 10, the album, and then you have it. You can listen to it. That'd probably be perfect.
No, let's just overwrite episode 1, please. That'll be great.
Before we go, I want to say thank you so much. And Sebastian Connelli, do you have anything you'd like to say or plug? I want to plug your podcast, Who You Were, with your co-host Patrick Noth.
No,
I think I'm saying that right.
I got no plugs. What do? I don't even do comedy no more. I just hang out in my mother's basement as I pay for an apartment in Brooklyn.
And how about you, Kevin Cobbs?
Brooklyn has got a nice TV if you want to go sit on my couch.
There you go. He's plugging his TV and his couch.
There we go.
I'll plug. I'm also not staying at my apartment, so if you want to go hang out in my room, I'll plug that, and then I'll plug my podcast, Sports Lords with a Z, and I'll also say Jimmy O'Connell, my buddy and co-host, is going to be very excited that we talked about Bigfoot, because in the last year and a half, he's become completely obsessed with Bigfoot.
Oh no! Yeah. I mean, oh yay!
He devours everything about Bigfoot, and then I think he's even writing.
That's weird in life tonight. If you want to do a writing team up on anything, maybe get our own series going. Give me a shout out, Jimmy. Let me know. And how about you, Phoebe? Besides Pentagram of New York City, do you have anything you want to say or plug?
Oh yeah, Pentagram of New York City.
What's that?
Check that out.
What's that?
It's a conspiracy theory, mockumentary, fake documentary about conspiracies.
Nice.
about the pentagram in New York City. Anyway, I don't have. What am I doing? Season 3 of Search Party is going to come out in June. So watch out for season 3.
I'm on it too.
Oh, so yes, that's right. Seb's in season 3.
Oh my God, I didn't even know. That's awesome.
Yeah, who cares? I'm bad.
I care. A bunch of people care.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
It is a little. It's a little bit of both. You know, it's exciting and it's also who cares.
It's exciting, but who cares?
It's exciting, but who cares? So season 3 is coming out, and occasionally Seb and I and Kev do an improv show.
Yeah, plug the Zoom.
Yeah, Kevin's saying like no.
I was given the abort.
Okay, so yeah,
it's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
It's crazy. I had this dream where Kevin, Seb, and I did an improv show on Zoom, but it was just a dream. It's not real.
No, you should check it out. It's cool. It's fun.
It's bad. It's bad. I shouldn't have said anything. But sometimes we do improv just to keep being entertainers and stuff like that.
Keep your chops up.
But other than that, man, it's a pandemic, so not doing anything.
Well, we gotta try to get you guys on our Twitch. Maybe individually we can have you guys come on our Twitch stream and just like hang out with us and watch some funny videos and shoot the shit one of these nights.
Absolutely.
We're on there all the time, so it's a good time to do that, I think. Now.
Yeah, I got a Twitch going as well where I stream my video games and wear this cool headset.
What's your Twitch handle? Cool. What's your Twitch handle?
It's just the name. It's Sports Lords with the Z.
Yeah, check it out.
Sports is spelled regular, Lords with a Z at the end.
They've been playing a lot of MLB The Show on there. I try to pop in. You probably don't even know it's me. I come in as Rod Champ, and you're like, oh, hey, what's up, Rod?
Yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah, it's me. I never say anything. I was usually at work. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll go watch him play baseball for a few days.
Dude. And we're going to throw up some Call of Duty. Eventually, I'm going to say something that'll get me canceled on there.
I got to say, I love MLB The Show because it does feel like I'm watching real sports because the announcers sound like announcers.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is actual commentary.
And then every now and then you hear me go, fuck.
Or those great impressions. So,
yeah.
It's a really good mix of shit. I recommend
This has been a blast from the past, you guys. Honestly,
it's great to hear you guys' voices and just see y'all doing well and being alive. It's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome
it is a plus.
It's awesome just hearing the three of you together again. We're all fans of you guys from the beginning, from the Unbelievable podcast. So it's just awesome to be able to see the three of you, hanging together again. So thank you guys for doing this.
Yeah, I kind of know why Brian got so I'm like, I'm trying to do a show. And I love y'all, but at the same time, I'm like, well, I just want to hear them talk. And I'm like, oh, wait, we got 20 more clips. What are we doing? So I appreciate it. It was hard to step back a little bit. And if I stepped over any bits, I'm sure I did. And I'm terrible for that. But I want to say thank y'all so much. Of course, welcome here anytime, and we would love to have you. Seb, we're going to keep a lookout for that Skinwalker Ranch thing. We'll do that. We'll put you in the corner, make you do Skinwalker Ranch with.
Oh, you know what I watched? I watched The Strong Man, the strongest men in history.
Okay, that's going to be. We'll have to do that on Twitch. That'll be fun.
That's what I want to plug. The strongest men in history on history. That's what I want to plug.
Okay.
And I want to plug Skinwalker Ranch and no ranch on pizza. And that's it. Thank y'all so much. It was great to have you. And let's get out. We're still in the mailbag.
Unbelievers mailbag.
Ooh, right in the mailbag.
Hey, man, check your mailbox.
Hey, you got some new mail over here.
What's up, bitches? It's mail time. Woo!
Wow, what a great mailbag, hearing that song and having Phoebe Tyers, Sebastian Connelli, and Kevin Cobbs all in an episode. Guys, wow, that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
That was great. Man, just saying that was great is just undercutting it so much. There's, especially going through what we're all going through, everyone kind of needs to have little reunions of some sorts, and I think we all needed that.
There's no better way to celebrate number 69 than what we just had go down.
Just letting everyone run loose with the weirdest clips you could find, and just letting everybody go off. A lot of fun.
Sexiest clips you could find.
Yeah.
My God.
And we really appreciate you guys coming on, but we got one more thing to do before we go, and that is, of course, poll results. This week's poll, what is the true meaning of The Shining? And the choices were indigenous genocide, the Holocaust, moon landing fake, secret boners, and of course others. I'm going to ask you, Drea Mora, what do you think the Unbelievers said?
Secret boners.
What about you, Rob Okey?
I gotta go with her too. Secret boners, man. We've seen it.
No, it's the Unbelievers. Sorry, you both lose with 17.39% of the vote. Moon landing fake. That is the final word of the Unbelievers.
Way to go, you guys. It wasn't. It's secret boners.
But not the final word, because of course there are others. What is the true meaning of The Shining? This movie was just a sham to sell Organite. Oh, but you didn't sign off. But a very good one. What is the true meaning of The Shining? Maybe I've never witnessed a straight-on hard-on before to know what to look for. The Machinist, okay. well.
A very large, straight-on hard-on.
Yeah, Machinist, keep your eye out. What is the true meaning of The Shining? I don't know. Ask me about Golden Rice. Signed Outlaw. Ooh,
I like
Outlaw.
Interview me about Golden Rice.
All right, we'll get on it. This is The Shining. Thank you, Outlaw. What is the true meaning of The Shining? Kubrick's secret one-sided love for Stephen King. He want to suck on that signed at Nunchuck Bop. Okay, Kubrick really loves Stephen King, and I guess he loves Jeremy Leonard saying... All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nunchuck Bob. What is the true meaning of The Shining? Room 237 is back on the roster. Bring your big boy pants and your credit card. Signed Pants Filler. That's a great one. Oh, I want to hear all of them. Room 237.
Bring your big boy pants and your credit card.
No, because we want to hear about Room 237.
Stateroom B340 is back on the roster.
There it is, B340.
B340.
Wow. Keep it simple, 237. But thank you so much, because Pants Filler, cause...
Be throwing up and filling my pants.
Certainly. What is the true meaning of The Shining? Clearly, Stanley Kubrick was just ejaculating into a bowl. Signed Harley Warren. God damn it.
I knew it.
Got us again.
I knew it was Harley Warren.
This is the third time tonight? Oh.
We went to this room. There was this bowl on this table, and I was supposed to ejaculate into the bowl.
You know, no one knew we were getting into in episode 69. I think Harley Warren might take it back this week. What is the real meaning of The Shining? The story of a man trying to work while isolated with his family until he snaps. No, wait, that's me. Signed K. Mill. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
You're right, K. Mill. Check out K. Mill, and I don't know. He knows.
He's in the lead.
He don't
He's
know.
in the lead.
Yeah, he knows that he doesn't know. What is the true meaning of The Shining? I think Kubrick was trying to say, God bless you, Dr. Peepa. Signed Belt Buckle. Yes, you're bringing back my favorite clip.
God bless you, Dr. Peepa.
Yeah, we gotta find you, Dr. Peepa. Who are you? And Belt Buckle, I think that's a new one. That's from the Shining episode, right?
Yes.
I remember gripping my belt buckle with my left hand, I think it was.
Yeah, I think so too. Thank you to Belt Buckle for Dr. Peepa. What is the true meaning of The Shining? All I know is there is no sex in the champagne room. Signed Creepy Janitor. Yeah.
Yes.
We all find that out the hard way. What is the true meaning of The Shining? I saw the porn parody of The Shining once. They pretty similar. Welcome to the Bone Zone. Signed Dick Weird. Dick Weird?
Oh, instead of Nick Weird. Nice.
Welcome to the what?
Want a great deal on a pre-owned vehicle? Then get to Don Bone Ford, Don Bone Buick GMC, Bone Hyundai, and Bone Brothers Toyota today in the Bone Zone.
Look at a short. Why is that so long?
Bone Brothers.
Who sent this in? Who?
And a guy named Nick Weird.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nick Weird.
Nick Weird?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird Dick?
Okay.
Thank you, Dick Weird. What is the true meaning of The Shining? I'm running for president, and I'm going to blow this conspiracy wide open. Signed, Jesse, the President Ventura. Went to the moon, my ass. Oh, wow. We got a poll result, a sign-off, and a sign-off went to the moon, my ass. Jesse, the President Ventura. Oh, man, very good.
Whoa. Hold on, he's just going to take me out like that?
Yeah, I am. What is the true meaning of The Shining? Cocaine is a hell of a drug. I'm sold. Signed, the Blackie Anunnaki. Okay.
Gotta have a lot of money.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I'm sold.
Yeah. Thank you, Blackie Anunnaki. What is the true meaning of The Shining? It's not just about boners, it's the yogurt from those boners. Signed, Mr. Yogurt. All right, Mr. Yogurt. Ooh, la-di-da.
Very
all right,
nicely
thank
put.
you.
Yogurt. Okay.
What is the true meaning of The Shining? Look, man, Kubrick didn't film the moon landing because there's clearly no Calumet or straight-on hard-ons. Signed, Blue Box UFO. You're right, Blue Box UFO.
Very good points.
For
a very large, straight-on, hard-on.
Yeah. Blue Box UFO rules.
You just got to look really closely.
He's the man. What is the true meaning of The Shining? 237 days is the wait until Eric and his penis arrive. Signed, Wombat Preservationist. I had no idea. Wait, what are we waiting on?
We've been waiting for Eric and his penis.
Oh my God. Wombat Preservationist with a shiv right there. Oh, you got me. So I gotta think of. All right, that was really good. What is the true meaning of The Shining? A wave of terror. A creepy old pruned woman rising from water. All work and no play makes Jack a dull buoy. It's a sequel to Jaws. Voodoo. Oh, didn't see it coming. Very good, Voodoo. And the final one for tonight, Rob's Uranus be shining. Oh, look, a floating lantern. You ain't getting away from me. Signed, Unbeliever Carol. Oh, coming in. Carol coming at the end. That was a great one. So many good ones. And on a very short week, we didn't get...
You're not getting away from me.
Again, I love talking over Carol's scripts. Thank you so much, Carol. Always the best. And thank you, everyone. On the short week, we didn't get to pull up till really late. A lot of stuff's going on. So I'm going to shout out everybody. We had, I'm not going to read the one that didn't sign off, but we had Mackinus with Maybe I've Never Witnessed a Straight-On Hard-On Before to know what to look for. We had The Outlaw with I Don't Know, Ask Me About Golden Rice. What about Nunchuck Bob? Kubrick's secret one-sided love for Stephen King. He want to suck on that so he's got the cough in there. We had Pants Filler with Room 237 is back on the roster. Bring your big boy pants and your credit card. We had Harley Warren with Killing Me with clearly Stanley Kubrick was just ejaculating into a bowl. K. Mill, The Story of a Man trying to work while isolated with his family until he snaps. No, wait, that's me. We had Belt Buckle with I think Kubrick was trying to say, God bless you, Dr. Peepa. We had Creepy Janitor. All I know is there's no sex in the champagne room. Oh, man, we found out the hard way. We had, of course, Dick Weird with I saw the porn parody of The Shining once. They pretty similar. Welcome to the Bone Zone. We had Jesse the President Ventura went to the moon my ass with I'm running for president and I'm going to blow this conspiracy wide open. We had Blackie Anunnaki with cocaine is a hell of a drug. I'm sold. We had Mr. Yogurt with I'm not just about boners. It's the yogurt from those boners. And of course, Blue Box UFO with look, man, Kubrick didn't film the moon landing because there's clearly no Calumet or straight-on hard-ons. We had Wombat Preservations with 237 days is the wait until Eric and his penis arrive. And we had Voodooed with a wave of terror, a creepy old Peru woman rises from the water, all work and no play makes Jack a dull buoy. It's a sequel to Jaws. And Unbeliever Carol. Rob's Uranus be shining. Oh, look, a floating lantern. You ain't getting away from me. Oh, man. This is episode 69. So, I think we're all... I'm going to let Rob Okey, I'll let you decide. Who's going to win this week's poll?
Oh, man. It's a tough one, but I got to give it to somebody who is... They've won before. I know they have, but it made me laugh the most this week. And that's the way that I always do it. So, K-Mill... You won this week, man. This is yours.
All right. Well, congratulations. K. Mill with The Story of a Man trying to work while isolated with his family until he snaps. No, wait, that's me. Congratulations. You just won this week's poll results. And
so
of course,
topical.
we have come to the end of the program. Drea, Mora, do you have anything you would like to say or plug?
Well, I just want to say thank you again, obviously, to Phoebe, Kevin, and Sebastian for being on. It was a really good dose of nostalgia that I think we all needed. Follow me on Twitter at UnbelieverDrea and follow us on Instagram at UnbelieversPodcast.
Great. How about you, Rob Okey?
I'll just say check out the Twitch, twitch.tv/The Unbelievers Podcast. We're on there all the time, Friday nights, usually, sometimes Saturday nights, maybe more in the future. We shall see. But yeah, check us out on there and check out the Patreon, patreon.com/UnbelieversPodcast.
Yeah, check out those. We'll probably do this episode will probably come out on Friday night. We'll probably do a Twitch stream on Saturday night. Maybe we'll wrangle one of those guys in. And I also want to plug the singer David Huggins. He's got one of our favorite songs, "Rum Rum Rum."
Rum 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 rum.
Look, he's missing a leg. His name's David Huggins. Let's show him some support. The Unbelievers podcast hosts today were Drea, Mora, Phoebe Tyers, Sebastian, Connelli, Kevin Cobbs, and me, Rus Ryan. Our producer and soundboard engineer is Rob Okey. You can join our Patreon by going to patreon.com/UnbelieversPodcast. You can follow the show on Twitter at UnbelieversPod and Instagram at UnbelieversPodcast. Our Facebook group is the Unbelievable Podcast Network. Check out our merch store at cafepress.com/UnbelieversPodcast. And thank you so much to all of our patrons: Robert Groom, Little BB, Dr. Ortega, Tyler Ventura, Adam Dvorak, Corrupted Mask, Michael Phillips, Weary Exile, Carol Valley, Manny MQ Ultra, CJP, Braden Hits, Raymond Roel, Todd X, Christopher Panici, The Moon, Mike Henry, Bryce Cronenberg Jr., Don Bright, Shannon Frigno, Tom O'Connell, Mark Braun, Donna Bance, Jenna Stevens, Kat Chaos, and Jason Kelly, and Mike, and Brian Ashton, Michael Armenta, Jack S., Robert Slavins, and the Wombat Preservationist. Our official composer and theme song creator is Unbeliever A.A. Ron, a.k.a. Aaron Schilb. Go follow him on Instagram at @TheAaronSchilb. Our official graphic designer and card maker who designed our logo is Raymond Roel. Check out his work at P Raven Creative on Twitter and Project Raven Creative on Instagram. Our official Madman is Unbeliever Adam. Our official Mothman enthusiast is Michael Shields. Our official Unbelievers MUFON Inside Man is Chris De Moraes. Our official Unbeliever peacefully eating a hamburger is Michelle Durham. Our official Unbelievers Time Traveler is Taylor Nelson. Our official Ghost Hunter is Amelia Childs in Ghost Hunting in New England. Our official Senior European Correspondent is K Mill of I Don't Know Podcast. Our official Guardian of the Bench is at Kraken Stacker. Our official Alien Bopper is Nunchuck Bob. And this week's Unbeliever Focus is Unbeliever Mike. There's a lot of them, who was very excited to hear that Phoebe and the gang were back for a whole show. When he asked how we were able to pull off such amazing guest hosts, I told him it was easy. Just bring lots of
rum, 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 rum.
All right, good night. Nice.
Discontinue. Discontinue.